Dear Francis, the letters I have written to you over the years surely could be bound into a book. But only you know what my words in those letters amount to. It is different with the book I have written. It has found its way into priories throughout England and beyond. Because of my book, I may have to talk, but that is not the only thing that keeps... Behind a wall in our crypt, Jack discovered a hidden room. We do not know who built it. But it is likely that Prior James hid there. Even after he was said to have drowned, that means he was alive when we met in Kingsbridge on the day of his burial. And Jack told me he saw a man in the church the night it burned. Was that him? And if so, did he burn in the fire that night? Jonathan worries about my book, The Divine Soul. In Winchester, he heard that Bishop Henry was less than pleased by what I had written. I am not naive enough to pretend I do. I wrote that hope is godly, and since God made each of Henry sells hope, and I am giving it away for... If the church should ask me to clarify my position, of course I shall do, but I feel I must give our people what... And how could I write anything else if this is what I truly believe? The dust storm and the drought are taking their toll on all of us. Thanks to our town wall, we are safe from the Earl and the outlaws. We've heard of places nearby being raided. We believe the attackers were William Hamley's men. We have enough food to last us another few, but life has come to a halt. Martha believes there will be rain soon, but the storm is only a harbinger of rain. I hope that she is right. It must be well after midnight. With you, I can be about what truly troubles me. Jack told me that he was responsible for the fire in Kingsbridge. I know that it was a long time ago. He told me it was an accident, and I don't think Tom knew either.
Save yourselves! The Saint! We must save the Saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
My God!
Don't go in there! But help us! The Saint! We must save him! No! No! Don't go!
And as horrible as it may sound, I cannot find it in my heart just now to forgive Jack. Maybe because this confession comes too late, and from a man who I have learned to trust. This is... I should get some air. The storm has settled down. How many people have been in... Later, I need... Jack is still... Hello? That came from the...
Oh, it's you.
You start.
I thought I heard something. Was that you?
No, but I heard it too.
No. No, she's asleep. She Damn it.
Jack.
Sorry. There's someone in the kitchen.
Yes.
Stay behind me. I'll go ahead. There's someone in here.
Outlaws. They are probably just after food. I will talk to them.
All right.
Please, listen. Oh, we don't mean you harm.
Philip, be careful! Damn it! Philip, throw me a stone!
Jack, no! It's him. Brother Marcus.
Brother Marcus?
He took Cuthbert's keys to steal food here from the kitchen. Because of me, Remigius found out. And he left. We never saw him again.
Looks like he came back. You didn't mean for this to happen.
No, but...
What about him? Don't be afraid.
Ah! Jack! Why did you do that, you animal? I will get the others.
No!
What?
He's just a child.
Just a child. Jack forgave the child, just like that. And I forgave him. For that was what he had been when he arrived in Kingsbridge. Just a child. Who was I to judge this man for not confessing earlier what he had done? I had never told his wife, Aliena, that I was responsible for her fate, and for her father's. Even that night, when we all met, I did not dare to tell her.
The walls of Kingsbridge weren't enough anymore. The outlaws had found a way in. We weren't safe in our homes.
So this is what it has come to. Kingsbridge is under attack.
Why didn't Uncle Richard chase them away? Why?
Now, do not exaggerate. This is not a siege.
We only saw two of them, and one of them was a child.
But they almost killed you.
Our Earl of Shiring lets his people starve. With this drought, a just lord would help.
But nobody stood up to him. So he burns our last crops, destroys our towns, and murders our kin.
Richard, please, not now.
It is all too easy to blame a desperate child. Forgiveness is much harder.
It is.
But forgive we must.
Can you? Forgive, I mean.
I already have.
Hamley is the reason for this. He's to blame. It's that simple.
Well, he won't be Earl for long. The Treaty of Wallingford has been signed at last. It's only a matter of time until things change.
What treaty?
Winchester is in turmoil about this right now. Stephen and Maud have signed the treaty. Maud's son, Duke Henry, is to be crowned the next king.
And, by agreement, all lands are to be returned to their previous owners.
But Stephen will continue to rule as long as he lives.
The earldom will be ours again.
It will not.
Why the bloody hell not?
Bloody hell.
Language?
No one will enforce this until Stephen is dead.
What is to be done then?
Well, if they're hungry, can't we just give them something to eat? I'll share.
We should, and we will, but there are too many to feed them all.
We must do something.
Well, I cannot sit quietly and wait until Stephen dies of old age. The Treaty of Wallingford is in place. I won't wait for another 17 years. Not when I'm so close to fulfilling the promise I made to my father.
You're right, but it wasn't William Hamley who came here last night. It's the outlaws.
Well,
Ha! You know, we could solve all our problems with one blow. We could either fight those outlaws, or we could make them fight for us.
Fight for you?
Right! We could make them attack William Hamley. And while they're busy killing each other, we can plan.
I won't have any of that.
What about his mother? I've heard that Hamley still listens to her.
Yes.
If we spoke to Regan Hamley, we might not need a physical
That'll never work. We have to assault them, even if that means fighting alongside the outlaws.
I don't like either choice, to be honest.
Neither do I. So,
I will talk. Maybe we can find someone who can speak on their behalf. And if there's no one, then we will.
I'll ride with you.
You won't, Cub. Not with that leg of yours.
Your mother is right. Besides, if we all turn up, they might think we mean them harm.
Our hopes of meeting allies on the road to Shiring were fading with every mile. The only people we saw were sitting by the... I'd heard that Wigley had just been raided by outlaws, leaving them almost entirely without cattle. Maybe someone there knew where the raiders had come from. We entered the village. There was a weary young man trying to repair a roof. That was until a few days ago. Hamley had come to collect his share and, due to the famine, was met with empty coffers. As we reached Wigley, we met a farmer tending to us. Some say they recognized the thieves. On the road to Shiring, a shrouded figure jumped into our path. It was an outlaw, fumbling. I told him that we were looking for people like him to help us fight William Hamley. The man just stared, then slowly... Shiring had been declining for years. To fund the construction, Hamley had expelled countless... I'd been to Monksfield before. It was where I'd met Elizabeth sheltering from the storm. The fields of Huntley spurred fond memories. Soon, we reached Uncle Simon's abandoned hut. I asked him where he got bread in times like these. Was it stolen? No, Before we could ask more, the frightened man jumped up and fled into the forest. The abandoned quarry was teeming. We walked slowly towards them. All eyes darted towards us. Their reaction... Where can I find the butcher? I asked. Their faces expressed anger and fear. I explained that we were looking for food. They... We're looking for
The butcher of Monksfield.
Damn, I can't believe...
No need for cursing, young. If you bring me an animal,
Do people call you the butcher, then?
Why'd you ask?
Do you have a lot of outlaws?
You don't see it in their faces, dear. But we all have...
I asked because we feel the same way. And we're looking for a way to make things right.
Is that so?
We're looking to build an army, to invade Earl's castle and kill Earl.
Oh my, if it was that easy, someone would have done. The poor souls I meet, they're just simple.
We would leave.
I'm a knight. I know how to turn ordinary men into fighters.
In their condition, most of them can barely kill a chicken, let alone a man.
We'd reward them if...
You must know we are the rightful heirs to Earl Bartholomew of Shiring.
So, you're just another pair of nobles who want to use us as pawns?
It is the best chance. This is a battle for the sake of the people of Shiring. For all...
It's rubbish. It's what it is.
We are offering you a chance to rid the land of Hamley, to fight for your freedom.
The last time I saw you, you showed kind. I am willing to listen to a good soul.
That woman that was here, that you helped, that was Hamley's wife. His wife, by God. How stupid.
Right, it's a trap.
Well, how can these people put their life...
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I know what it's like to live in poverty.
And just like you, we had William Hamley to thank for it.
But I also know that if one fights the right battles, that things can change for the better.
But they're starving, my child. They are weakened by poverty. Who are you to think...
Yeah.
You! Who do you think you are?
We are the children of...
Our father once ruled with a firm but benevolent hand.
Well, better than now.
He did have guts, though, trying to take on Stephen.
So, you are...
Yes, all we know, we learn.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Even if we work together, Hamley is too powerful.
You ask us to sacrifice our lives for your noble cause.
There's only one person that has to die, and we have a plan that will make sure there'll be no bloodshed.
Is that true?
It is.
I don't believe them. Hamley has an entire army.
I could never face him.
Very true.
Listen to yourself. You don't sound...
Yeah,
Wait!
didn't you hear?
How can you be so dense?
We've lost them, Richard. It's probably better we are on our own. If we succeed, things...
I will pray for you, child.
For us, there is no turning back.